should women who are of reproductive age, here's an ethics question, should women who are of reproductive age be excluded from clinical trials? And reproductive age can go from age 14 to 55, even 60. Should they be excluded? Can a woman get pregnant even if she's on birth control? Yes, a woman can get pregnant. So most clinical trials, when we're considering young females, regardless of what they say their sexual activity is, or their sexual orientation, it doesn't matter. If there's a female of reproductive age, depending on the drug, there's usually a signatory saying you have to consent to 2 forms of birth control, okay? And if a woman does get pregnant while in a clinical trial, it extends the duration of monitoring an additional 5 years. So we're gonna add, and even let's say the trial's 1 year, we're gonna follow for 5 years. So that is a safety consideration. Is it ethical to not have women in clinical trials because of that? No, why is it unethical?
There's a lot of unique considerations that would be discovered, I guess, if we didn't.
Exactly. There's a lot of unique considerations. Are there biologic gradients that are different that medications or vaccines are responsive to based on the physiologic differences of males and females? Are there any drugs that respond differently if you have an XX or an XY? So the answer to that question is yes. So even vaccines, estrogen will modify the response to a vaccine. So women tend to have more of what we call the side effects. So any vaccine, which is either yellow fever or influenza, or not all vaccines, not tetanus and others, but women have, because of estrogen, that they found estrogen is a co-facilitator, and they have more of what's called a reactogenicity.